Get ready for the action because The Voice is back with massive news. Kelly Clarkson and Adam Levine are returning to the competition, and we have a brand new coach joining the team, Gold Darby. We dive deep into what this means for the season, who the new coach is, and how this reshapes the landscape of vocal talent right now.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, prepare for pure mayhem because the final trailer for Minions and Monsters has officially dropped. This isn't just any animated movie. It's a wild ride where the Minions conquer Hollywood, become movie stars, unleash monsters across the world, and fight to save the planet from the chaos they created. We break down the incredible cast, the director Pierre Coffin, and when you can catch this epic adventure in theaters on July 1st. Now, let's turn to the creative world with an incredible story from Paxton Ingram, known as Pxtn. In a recent conversation, Pxtn opened up about his journey since his time on The Voice, discussing his upcoming album Florida Boy and the incredible choreography work he's done for artists like Karol G and Pitbull. Find out why staying independent was such a pivotal move for this talented singer and songwriter. And finally, get ready for some intense gaming drama. Storm & Games has announced huge voice talent additions for Remothered, Red Nun's Legacy. Cissy Jones will bring Susan to life, navigating the tension between strength and vulnerability, while Maggie Robertson steps in as the unsettling Red Nun. This collaboration with Akira Yamaoka is set to deliver a psychological experience, and we tell you when this game hits the Switch 2 by the end of 2026. Don't miss the full story. The Voice is set for a significant update with the return of established stars Kelly Clarkson and Adam Levine, alongside the introduction of a new coach, Gold Darby. The changes signal a continued focus on the show's evolution. Furthermore, discussions surrounding the format suggest a broader vision for the program. One perspective offered is that The Voice should serve as a crucial platform for singers who lack national acclaim or professional recording experience. Proponents of this view argue that the show's primary function should be to provide exposure for incredibly talented individuals who otherwise lack the means to have their voices heard. Universal Pictures and Illumination have unveiled the final trailer for the animated family film, Minions and Monsters, set within the Despicable Me universe. The film chronicles the Minions' chaotic journey, detailing how they conquered Hollywood, achieved stardom, suffered devastating losses, unleashed monsters upon the world, and ultimately united to save the planet from the ensuing mayhem. The trailer opens with the Minions arriving in Hollywood, accompanied by a classic movie trailer voiceover that states, "In Hollywood, the new stars of the silver screen changed the face of the motion picture industry forever." The Minions are back with a touch of mystery. The project boasts an impressive voice cast, featuring Allison Janney, Christoph Waltz, Jeff Bridges, Jesse Eisenberg, Zoe Deutsch, Trey Parker, Bobby Moynihan, and Phil Lamar. Pierre Coffin, director of the first 3 Despicable Me films and the original Minions movie, is also providing the voice for all the Minions. The script was written by Brian Lynch, the writer of Minions and The Secret Life of Pets, who also serves as an executive producer. Minions and Monsters is scheduled to hit theaters on July 1. Singer-songwriter and choreographer Paxton Ingram, known professionally as Pxtn, recently opened up about his creative journey following his time on NBC's The Voice. On the latest episode of the New Times podcast, Midweek Cafecito, Pxtn discussed the diverse creative projects he has pursued over the past decade. His forthcoming album, Florida Boy, delves into the intense emotional ups and downs of building his career subsequent to his primetime television appearance. Pxtn first appeared on New Times in 2016 after his stint on The Voice. Since then, his career has expanded significantly. He has choreographed for major international artists including Karol G, Pitbull, Maluma, and Ozuna, and has also instructed dancers who performed on the Super Bowl stage with Bad Bunny. Recently, he released several singles, including Hurricane Season, Dirtbag, and Gas Station Flowers, in anticipation of the August release of Florida Boy. When asked about his decision to maintain independence, Pxtn shared that he intentionally walked away from a potential deal that he felt would have been detrimental. He described the difficulty of that choice, stating, "This is all I've worked up for. You're gonna tell me the day before I sign that this isn't it." He emphasized that this decision ultimately saved his career trajectory. Listeners can find the full conversation on the podcast, Midweek Cafecito, on YouTube and Spotify. Catania, May 7, 2026. Stormend Games has announced significant voice talent additions for the upcoming title, Remothered. Red Nun's legacy, solidifying its reputation for high-profile collaborations. The studio has confirmed that Cissy Jones and Maggie Robertson will voice the main characters of the game, a project that continues to build on its partnership with legendary composer Akira Yamaoka of the Silent Hill series. Cissy Jones will bring her acclaimed emotional depth to the role of Susan, the game's protagonist. A BAFTA Games Award for Performer winner, Jones is recognized for standout performances in titles such as Firewatch, Life is Strange, and The Walking Dead. Discussing the character, Jones noted, "Susan is a character who exists between strong female character and damsel in distress. She's learning what her strength looks like and how far she will go to protect the people she loves." The thing that's been really fascinating about this whole process is how intense the script is. I don't know what they're drinking over at Stormend Games, but they really put her through some stuff. Maggie Robertson will voice the Red Nun, a mysterious and unsettling figure central to the game's identity. Robertson, a Game Awards winner for her iconic portrayal of Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil Village, is lending her powerful presence to what is described as one of modern horror's most iconic villains. Robertson shared her experience, stating, "It was an absolute pleasure working with Stormend Games. They were very collaborative and open to exploring the character together, which allowed us to really shape the Red Nun across different moments of her life. She is very interesting, and we get to learn a lot more about her backstory in this game. Her story is rooted in intense trauma, and understanding her why is what makes her compelling." With this casting, Stormend Games is reinforcing the game's narrative and cinematic focus, centering performance within an experience defined by psychological tension, mystery, and unease. Remothered. Red Nun's legacy is slated for release by the end of 2026 on the Switch 2, including a physical edition.